The kingdom's diplomatic balancing act. Imagine a country that can shake hands with the United States on Monday, embrace Russia on Tuesday, and finalize deals with China on Wednesday. This isn't diplomatic fantasy. It's Saudi Arabia's remarkable balancing act that's redefining global relations in an increasingly fractured world. While most nations found themselves forced to choose sides in the Ukraine conflict, Saudi Arabia charted a different course. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, or MBS as he's commonly known, managed to maintain open channels with Washington, Moscow, and Beijing simultaneously, relationships that conventional wisdom says should be mutually exclusive. This diplomatic flexibility was on full display when Saudi Arabia hosted critical US-Russia talks in February 2025 in Riyadh, providing neutral ground for discussions about strategic stability. Just weeks later in March, the kingdom facilitated crucial US-Ukraine negotiations aimed at exploring potential peace frameworks. What makes this extraordinary is that, throughout this period, Saudi Arabia continued its energy cooperation with Russia through OPEC+, defying Western pressure to isolate Moscow. The kingdom's voting record at the United Nations further illustrates this complex position. Saudi Arabia voted to condemn Russia's invasion of Ukraine in the General Assembly, aligning with Western democratic values on paper. Yet behind the scenes, economic cooperation with Moscow continued virtually uninterrupted, with trade flows adapting to new realities rather than stopping altogether. Perhaps most telling was Saudi Arabia's dual-track approach to the conflict itself. While providing $400 million in humanitarian assistance to Ukraine, demonstrating concern for civilian suffering, Kingdom Holding, a major Saudi investment vehicle, simultaneously invested $500 million in Russian energy giants, Gazprom, Rosneft, and Lukoil, when these companies were facing Western sanctions. This wasn't diplomatic contradiction, but calculated balance. The kingdom's trusted position became evident in September 2022, when Saudi Arabia, working alongside Turkey, brokered one of the largest prisoner exchanges between Russia and Ukraine since the war began. This operation secured the release of 215 Ukrainian defenders of Mariupol, including commanders from the Azov Regiment, in exchange for 55 Russian prisoners and pro-Russian Ukrainian politician Viktor Medvedchuk. That both Moscow and Kiev trusted Riyadh to facilitate such a sensitive exchange speaks volumes about Saudi Arabia's unique diplomatic position.